Alicia, Century 21 Cornerstone Realty here.
Hi, I'm Shannon Bueller with Stanford Mortgage.
So we are talking today just a little bit about going into spring in the housing market, some inventory conversation points, just to get you all pumped up for your house hunting and selling. One of the big things that we talked about is how important pre-approval is right now and some of the things that are being seen out in the market.
Approval is the first step really in your house search. So you're going to want to get your credit pulled and get all of your documents in. We have the ability to get you in for a full underwrite so that at the end of that time, we know exactly what you need to do once you find your house. It's nice to take that out of the house search so that you're focusing on getting pre-approved first, and then you can totally focus with Alicia on finding your house. So we'll know everything that you need to do once we have a full approval. In this market with not as many homes on the market as is a typical year, homes are seeing multiple offers still. Homes that are on the market sometimes are only on for hours, so you want to be able to move quickly once you do find the house that you want, and your agent's going to want that as well. Most agents are still requiring you to have an approval before you go out to look at homes.
And as far as the full underwriting process, what is the difference, just so that we all understand, between a full underwriting and just going in for a basic prequal?
So a prequal would be us either talking over the phone, maybe in person, and it could be pulling credit, taking a loan application, getting some documentation, and having a reasonable idea based on what I can see on your pay stubs, your taxes, your bank statements that you qualify for a loan of X amount based on your income and your assets and your credit score. So if we move that to really a pre-approval, then I have everything that I need, and I've run it through and gotten an automated approval on it with our automated underwriting system. A full approval is going to be an approval that an underwriter has reviewed and actually given us back the conditions that we'll need for closing, which is really nice. So
yes, very important. So our goal as agents is to make sure that we do what we need to do to get you into the home of your dreams. So we really want to find that right fit. And when we do find that right fit with you, we need to be able to jump on it. So you don't lose that. You don't have to deal with the heartbreak of not getting that house that you saw your family in. And as Shannon said, part of that is making sure that you're actually pre-qualified for that, so that when it is on the market, you're part of that first person that gets in on your offer, so that you have the opportunity to jump on that house.
Looking at homes before you're pre-approved also leads to heartbreak, just because you're going to set your sights based on what you want versus what you can afford and what's more realistic for you. So, I always try and avoid that with buyers.
Awesome. That's a good point too. So one thing about getting started, I know our last video we talked about just start, how important it is just to start the pre-approval process. And, what are some of the main objections you're seeing? I know one of the first thing that pops into my head is, well, if you run my credit, it's going to hit my credit. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, in order to get pre-approved, we have to run credit. We use a tri-merge report. It's a mortgage report, so it pulls from all three bureaus. It's actually the best look at your credit that you're going to get. And it's going to be different than if you're following Credit Karma or one of the other credit agencies. It's going to be different than what you're seeing from Experian. We use all three bureaus, and we get to use your middle score. So typically you'll have a high, a low, and then your middle score. And the hardest part for people, especially if someone's not paying attention to their credit, is making that first step. But having that information allows us to choose a plan forward. So do we need to work on credit? I have great tools to help if that's what we need to do. Are you in a great spot already? We know what programs you're qualifying for. Sometimes someone will get pre-approved or even pre-qualified, and we'll know that if they get 10 more points on their credit, that it's gonna change what programs they're able to use. So we'll work on those 10 points to make that happen.
Perfect.
As far as getting approval going, it's just taking that first step. Make that phone call. Let's talk about it. We can do the apps online. I can do them over the phone. You can submit all your documents online. If you're super busy and have to do it in the wee hours of the morning or something, that works too. So, we just want to give you the best opportunity we can to find the house you want.
Because your home is where my heart is.
For sure.
That's not my slogan or anything. Well, anything else you wanted to add?
You know,
on spring.
I mean, spring, so we should start to see more homes on the market. If you're in the Nevada County area, you know, we've had a blessing of snow this year. So we're glad we're a little bit past that now, hoping that it tails off and we get some spring flowers going and the trees start to turn green again. As that happens, we expect more homes on the market, and you know, there's always more buyers than there are homes. So let's get started today and make that happen for you.
Thank you for tuning in, and let's spring into action and get this going.
Thank you.